you've decided that it's time to buy a handheld console. So, what are your options? For starters, you've got the Steam Deck. Gabe's dream was to let people play Team Fortress 2 laying flat on their back in bed, and dang it, he made that dream a reality. The Steam Deck is small but powerful and can natively play hundreds of titles from your existing Steam library. You don't need a PC and you don't need to stream. It has enough horsepower to play Elden Ring and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Your laptop probably can't even do that. You may discover that the Steam Deck is a little bit bulky at first. This thing isn't exactly a Game Boy. The ergonomics of it may take some getting used to, but that being said, the button layout is good. The pair of touchpads that are just like the Steam controller will come in handy. The Steam Deck is also cheaper than a lot of the other stuff out there on the market currently. You can buy one right now for $399. The cheapest basic model has 64 gigabytes of eMMC storage and a carrying case. The premium model is $529 but comes with 256 gigs of storage and 512 gig NVMe SSDs. It's better, faster, and you get what you pay for. That being said, there is a price to be paid for portability. You're going to take a hit when it comes to resolution. The Steam Deck has a 7-inch IPS display and it does 1280 by 800. You're not quite going to get full HD like you want. That could be a deal breaker for some people. But considering how many games are confirmed to run well on the Steam Deck, this resolution downgrade might not be the end of the world. The Asus ROG Ally was announced on April Fool's Day, which caused a lot of people to think it was a joke. But it turns out that this is a real handheld console that you can really buy for $599. Its goal was to have it all, performance and portability. It's lighter than the Steam Deck, and the display is impressive. It has full HD and 120Hz refresh rate, along with a 7 millisecond response time and 500 nits brightness so it can be used in any lighting condition. The ROG Ally comes with Windows 11, which gives you a lot of flexibility and convenience. You can have immediate access to Xbox Games Pass, Steam, and Epic. But you can also use the ROG Ally as a sort of miniature desktop if you connect a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. If you wanted to do this with a Steam Deck, you'd have to be prepared to deal with Linux, which is something not everyone is really ready for. This is a serious entry into the handheld console market that is trying to change the perception of how good portable gaming can be. The biggest issue most people will have here isn't the hardware, it's the price. This is for someone who has money to spend or has a serious use case for a handheld console. Another potential issue to consider is battery life, as some users have reported that challenging games can drain the battery in less than 2 hours. The 65 gigawatt fast charging ability somewhat make up for this, however. The Nintendo Switch OLED is by far the best known and most popular handheld console. It's the king for a reason. The hardware is the same Switch hardware from 5 years ago, but the new screen makes a noticeable difference. The OLED has a sharp, clean look that makes the colors really pop. It blows standard LCD out of the water. When you see Mario running around on this thing, you're gonna think Mario is a real person sitting below you and you're just holding a piece of glass. The screen is bigger too. It's been upgraded to 7 inches. The OLED comes with a wider kickstand and upgraded speakers as well. For $349, you're getting the best Switch yet. It has 64 gigabytes of storage, which is double that of the base Switch. It's ergonomic, but some users have said that certain demanding games will run pretty warm. You're not going to need an oven glove to use this thing, but it could get a little sweaty. For about $150 less, you could just get a Nintendo Switch Lite. It's noticeably smaller and could easily be broken if you're a rager. You also can't play it on a TV, and there are no removable Joy-Cons, but it's even more portable and lightweight. If you don't really want to spend a lot of money on a handheld console, this could be the one for you. The Lenovo Legion Go is sort of like if the Switch had a baby with the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally. It has detachable controllers like the Switch, but the size and power are more comparable to the Steam Deck. It's coming out on October 31st, and believers are hoping that it'll be the best of both worlds. It has an 8.8-inch 144Hz display, a powerful AMD Ryzen 1 Extreme processor, and comes with Windows 11. Lenovo makes some of the best gaming laptops and PCs, so it's not surprising that their handheld console looks like it could mean serious business. The starting price is expected to be $699, which means that it had better deliver. It's almost a foot long and weighs 1.4 pounds with both of the controllers attached, so this is a big handheld we're dealing with here. Early reviewers have said that it feels relatively light, however, and not like the Steam Deck, it's ergonomic to use and has good weight distribution. The screen isn't just huge, it also has the highest definition of anything on this list with a 2560 by 1600 resolution. And that isn't the only thing that Lenovo is trying to do in order to stand out from the competition in handheld land. The Legion Go has an FPS mode. Everyone knows that playing shooters with a controller is way clunkier than using a mouse. So the Legion Go is set out to try and bring the mouse experience to handheld. When you're in FPS mode, the right controller can be used as a sort of pseudo-mouse. According to Lenovo, this is going to have precision and control comparable to an actual mouse. Reviewers have only been able to spend a limited amount of time with the Legion Go for now, but so far the buzz is cautiously optimistic. It seems like it has the potential to be the Steam Deck's main competition. At the very least, it's trying new things and could pave the way for some interesting developments in handheld gaming. The Logitech G Cloud is just what it sounds like. It's a handheld that's focused on cloud gaming. The emphasis is on services like Nvidia GeForce Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming. You'd better have good internet if you want to use this thing, since as everyone has heard by this point, cloud gaming can be pretty laggy. That being said, it doesn't have to be used for streaming. It can run games normally. But if that's all you're using it for, it might not stack up against the competition. The G Cloud costs $349, but is significantly less powerful than the Steam Deck. Some have said that it's more ergonomic than the Steam Deck, however, because it's narrower and lighter. The screen is also a highlight. It has a 7-inch 1080p 60Hz touch LCD, which beats out the Steam Deck. What it lacks in power compared to other handhelds it tries to compensate for with battery life. The G Cloud can last up to 12 hours, which is double that of the Switch Lite and the Steam Deck. At the end of the day, cloud gaming is very reliant on network performance. The G Cloud has good connection hardware, but it's really up to you to have good internet. Even with above-average Wi-Fi, you will probably discover that cloud gaming isn't quite there yet. This is definitely the most niche handheld in this video. It's a solid portable gaming system if your goal is to emulate old games or you have a super good Wi-Fi connection. But it's definitely not as powerful or as flexible as the Steam Deck. It's expensive for what it gives you. There are other options if your main interest is emulation, such as the Retroid Pocket 3. Although the Retroid Pocket 3 can't really run GameCube or PS2 games well, it's cheaper than this strange cloud device. The G Cloud is considered by many to be something like the awkward cousin of the handheld family.